Welcome to the Click, Brand and Beyond podcast. I am Nisha Prakash.
And I am Anup Kurup.
Let's discuss the campaigns, strategies and tactics that makes marketing effective for small businesses in India.
We bring you the best practices to help you grow your brand and business using the latest tools and trends. Let's get started.
I know.
Hello, Nisha. So,
What's up?
what's up? I was looking at Netflix and I saw a lot of bunch of old movies coming up, and I was like, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
Why are
Oh,
there so
yes.
many movies?
Yeah. Silsila is back. And then all the Shah
Yeah.
Rukh Khan oldies. What was that one? Dil To Pagal Hai.
Oh boy. Some of these movies, when you watch them now, right, they're cringe. Like, we really, this movie was a hit. I mean, seriously, uh, but okay, that apart, the critique of the movies apart, I think Netflix is getting rights to these movies, so they are publishing.
Hmm.
Maybe that is the reason, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh, but then I also saw Doom 2 come back on Netflix.
The Hrithik
Hrithik
Roshan.
Roshan, Aishwarya.
Okay.
And I was like, why? So the reason I was very surprised by that is because older movies I can understand, right? But Doom 2
Hmm.
is kind of an anomaly there. And I was on Twitter.
Hmm.
Of course, these anonymous accounts dunking on India all the time. I mean, that's their engagement farming method, right? Somebody said all Indians look ugly and all that. People just posted Hrithik Roshan's photo.
Hrithik.
I swear, like one by one, they just kept on posting photos of all the good looking. A lot of them are around,
Yeah.
right? And some unknown models also, right?
Hmm.
So just pasted Madhavan, there's that and all that kept on
Hmm.
happening for a while, right? And somebody said Hrithik Roshan is AI generated.
Oh my God.
It's not a
Okay.
real person; it's AI generated, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And of course, there was a crowd which said, "Are you mad?"
Yeah.
I mean, these anonymous accounts couldn't believe that somebody like that exists. And so, with that context in mind, Dhoom 2 coming on TV, I was like, okay, so
Yeah.
somebody's paying
So,
attention.
all of these older movies, if you look at their brand value, you know,
Hmm.
they're still quite relevant. I mean, Silsila, I think I've been planning to watch it again. I've watched it before, but I can watch it again. It's one of those movies. Even Dil To Pagal Hai. So they have kind of, I don't know, the storytelling perhaps, or perhaps our emotions associated with these movies. I don't know what is true, but definitely they still hold their brand value, I would say.
Something interesting about movies. I mean, yes, it probably might work, but then I have not seen a lot of movies. Older movies like Silsila
Okay.
and a lot of these movies I've never seen. I mean, I've seen the songs, I've seen snippets of it here and there, but I've never watched the movie in its entirety.
Wow.
Uh, we were very young when these movies used to come on TV, and you are trying to sit down young boys to watch
Yeah,
boring movies. How will that happen?
true.
I
True.
think the only one which I sat down and watched because my dad, mom, everybody was watching was Anand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And there was nothing else to do. I think it was raining or something. I don't remember exactly the scenario,
Mhm.
but we just
That's the
watching
one.
Anand.
Hmm.
And
What do you think of Netflix and the way it is growing in India?
Netflix. So my Netflix is curated with a lot of fantasy fiction, animes.
Mm-hmm.
Not cartoons, mind you, animes, right?
Mm.
But of course, I have my pet peeves there also. There, when you open anything on Netflix and scroll to that particular thing, they show you a preview,
Mm-hmm.
not a few seconds, 30
Yeah,
second
yeah,
preview.
yeah.
So a lot of these animations, which are very serious, very nice ones,
Mm.
are Japanese, of course,
Of course, yes.
but the preview is shown in English.
Hmm.
But when you switch it on, as in go in and try watching it, they only have Japanese this thing audio. They don't
Oh,
have English
still.
audio.
Okay. All right.
Preview has English audio.
But
This
the
doesn't have.
doesn't have.
So it's very difficult to watch because you have to sit and keep reading the subtitles, and you watch
Oh,
or
you
you
can't.
read, right?
Okay.
It's
I
and you can't
think.
watch them passively then.
Hmm. I don't have any problems with subtitles. Honestly, I can, I don't know, for some reason I can scan very quickly and it doesn't hamper my experience, movie experience.
No, but then you are constantly looking at the screen, right? If you are distracted for a few seconds, if you have to just go
Ah,
fetch
then
a
you
glass
miss,
of water,
of course. Then
you
you
miss
miss.
a chunk
Yes.
of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And many of these animations actually move really fast. They move very slow sometimes, and then they move very
And then they
fast.
move very fast. Huh.
So you miss a lot of context, and it's not a very pleasant experience. And you can't look at your phone and all that. I mean, that's a more, that's
Hmm.
a bigger problem. But then with
I think
Netflix,
that is the difference between a man brain and a woman's brain.
probably we know about the site, right? I mean, we where did I read it? Some book
Hmm.
that women see more colors,
Yeah.
right? And more field. The field of vision is like you get to absorb more at one shot,
More.
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Men's sights are more precise, more focused.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Hmm.
you focus on longer distances and
Yeah.
sharper objects, right? So that is the
Interesting.
difference,
Interesting.
right?
Have you realized that advertisements targeted at women and and the advertisements targeted at men and how different they are? For example, a woman, like say for example, a jewelry brand or a fashion brand, they'll have so many elements going. Possibly it's a wedding, and there's a lot of movement, a lot of color, and a lot of
A lot of
sound
details,
also.
lot of lots of items, right?
Lots of details. Yes,
That is one of the reasons man's view of a clean
it's
room
just
versus
one
a
car.
woman's.
It's just one
It's a
car
it's
with one
one car,
lady.
right? It's
One
one lady.
one
So,
car
so
with one
that
lady. That's it.
there's an object of focus.
There's an objective
So that's
focus.
why you
Interesting.
also say, right, a very clean room will be
Hmm.
a disaster for a woman. When I say it's clean, you will say,
Yeah.
ooh, it's
Uh-huh.
because you see the field and all the
Yes.
details get picked up. Men
Details.
have to look at each piece, right? So
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
apparently, I mean, again, not a doctor or a researcher on that.
No,
So
not a
what I've
doctor.
read, I am just conveying here. But then
Everything. You look at the watches, like the watches for women, Titan Raga. They had so many. That some event is happening. The marriage or a wedding or something is happening, and a lot of background movement happening too. A lot of people also, a lot of characters. But for men, it is just one thing. It's just
and
man,
if
that man, and the
when men see
dad.
that when the men see that advertisement, they see, oh wow, a lot of glitter, a lot of color. What was the ad about?
Yeah.
You didn't see the watch? What watch? Where was it?
What? True, true.
It's the same
Interesting.
thing, right? The woman says, I went to the parlor. What's different about me? The man is looking and he's trying. There is nothing different. The hair was snipped off 2 centimeters or something. I don't.
Huh.
And so there was a comedy skit yesterday I saw, right? I mean, the wife is gone to the parlor and
Hmm.
the man is sweating, right? She will come back and ask what's different, and nothing will be different, and I'll get into trouble. So it's in a car, right? He's sitting in a car waiting for the wife. Wife comes,
Mhm.
knocks on the thing, and he's like, "Go away." And the woman again knocks a couple of times, and then she's, "Who are you?" Right? My wife is coming here. Please don't bother me. Just because you're good looking, you can't just randomly knock. Right? She's like, "No, it's me." It's a very shy this
You
thing.
passed the
Yeah,
test.
yeah. She sits down, and she's like, "Nothing. I just did some eyebrow or something." And I did not do much work. And she's like, "Oh, if you had done, nobody would have been able to recognize you. Look so pretty and all that." And she's all glowing, and and he had no clue what had happened. Of course, the details are missing, right? The-
True.
it's-
That is funny. That is really funny.
but
Hmm.
going into the ad um, world, if you notice something very interesting about ads in India,
Hmm.
there has to be a tug of emotion or there has to be status seeking.
Most of the time, yes.
Yeah. It is never a plain ad. Hey, we have this product.
No.
Come by. Or
Oh, that is so Australian.
yeah, it's never clever. The ad is not trying to be clever, right? I mean, it's not
Hmm.
trying to um, pass off itself as being a brilliant product or something.
Hmm. Hmm.
Product has to be attached in the right context here.
Yes. What?
Because our
How
purchase
does it?
behavior is not one of, hey, the product is great, let me go and buy it. It is
Yeah.
more of, why should I buy it?
How does that make me feel? Basically.
The feel part is, why should I buy it, comes from the feel. And if
Hmm.
you see,
Hmm.
Cadbury, I mean, Piyush Pandey, again going back, Cadbury ad by him, right?
Hmm.
It was a girlfriend. I mean, that was a role, running
Hmm.
into the field, cricket field, with a silly dance and
Yes.
biting of the
Chocolate.
chocolate when her boyfriend or husband,
Hmm.
whoever
Hmm.
it was,
Hmm.
hit a six or something. Right? So the celebration, they took the cricket, they took that relationship
Yeah.
and the celebration,
Celebration.
and then Cadbury was introduced. That chocolate was introduced as a means of celebration.
Yes. So, which
Right?
means, and they hit the right, all the right notes. I mean, if
Oh
you
yeah.
come to think of it, then Cadbury would became the thing to give to your girlfriend, or Cadbury was like a, if you want to propose, you give a Cadbury. I don't know
Yeah,
if
so
you
your
agree.
Valentine's Day gifts all had Cadbury, at
Hmm.
that, in that era.
In that era, yes.
This so-called Ferrero Rocher and all that did not exist.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody cared about it.
Nobody cared about. Even today, I think Cadbury is a big thing.
It
There is a,
dominates.
yes,
Cadbury dominates
there is still a
the chocolate market.
subculture value attached to Cadbury.
In fact,
Yeah.
interestingly enough, to combat Cadbury, Amul launched almost 35 different chocolate varieties. They have these
Mm-hmm.
big bars of chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
competitively priced. So
Hmm.
they have all kinds of exotic stuff, 95% bitter chocolate and camel
Hmm.
milk chocolate and
Hmm.
Indian spice, orange flavored, mint,
Hmm.
white chocolate with mint. And
Hmm.
so they are like 30, 40 different varieties.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
It's a whole, like you can cover a whole shelf, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And lot of exotic niche varieties even.
Okay.
Like if you are a bitter chocolate lover, they have pure bitter chocolate, 99% bitter
Hmm.
chocolate they have.
Hmm. Hmm.
I tried, but I think
Hmm.
it's a little too
A
much.
quiet taste. Hmm.
Yeah. Nice chocolates, good chocolates, not
Hmm.
bad at all.
Hmm. Hmm.
And they positioned it against a premium segment, like a Cadbury Bonville, for example, which they have
Hmm.
launched and relaunched, and every year
Hmm.
they try to do a launch of that.
Hmm.
It's priced about 120 to 160 rupees,
Hmm.
depending on how big it is.
Hmm.
The Amul chocolates are also priced around that.
Hmm.
Right? But nobody remembers Amul as a chocolate brand.
Not at all. Yeah. There's a perception.
Right. So, uh, sorry, some lighting. So then I was wondering, what are these guys doing? Right? What is Amul trying to do? And one thing you very quickly realize is, as a brand, they're just trying things out. They're testing things out, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Which Cadbury is not doing too much of.
Yeah.
They have, I think they have become the conservative brand.
Brand, so to speak. Yeah. But they are only known for their chocolates and nothing else.
Do they have
Mostly
anything
the
else?
Cadbury. No, no, I don't think they have anything else. But
I'm not
that's
aware
also
of.
okay. They completely dominate the segment. So that's a good thing. It's a good place to be. Nobody else has been able to break their stronghold. I mean, there's so many brands. There's so
So,
many brands
so the
existing out
brands that
there.
are in the premium segment,
Mm-hmm.
right? What is a Cadbury chocolate? 10
Yeah.
rupee, 20, 50 rupees, right? Whatever
Yeah.
it is. The more than 100 rupee segment that they
Hmm.
say is getting chipped away by all these foreign brands, even Mars and
Mm-hmm.
Bounce,
Yeah.
Bounty and
Mm-hmm.
Hershey's.
Hershey's,
All
yes.
these brands have come in and they have like
Hmm.
started chipping it away. And it's, if it's available in my local store,
Yeah, then I might as well.
local supermarket, then the
Hmm.
spread and penetration is really large.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Right? So, anywho, I mean, so
Hmm.
did we jump into chocolate? Because of the Indian way of buying things, right?
Yeah.
One interesting factor I'm also seeing, and this is from my research, right? There are two kinds of purchases,
Hmm.
visible and invisible.
Hmm.
A visible purchase is something you can show off, something you can wear, something you can proudly display
Hmm. Hmm.
in your home or a
On the
car,
face.
or
On the
it's
face.
it's there, it's visible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? An invisible purchase is something which you will probably not show, like groceries,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Or your newspaper, which is visible but invisible.
Hmm.
It's there everywhere. Or the
Hmm.
TV subscriptions,
Hmm.
or the software you're buying. Right?
Hmm.
The computer, yes, it matters, but the
Hmm.
software does not matter. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a So the
Hmm.
Indianness of buying,
Hmm.
if it's a visible product,
Hmm.
if it's visible, it has social meaning, it has social impact, we will go for status seeking.
Hmm.
We may spend a couple of lakhs on,
Hmm.
let's say, a pair of watches,
Yes.
right? Husband wife pair of watches,
Hmm.
but we will haggle to death when it comes to that 1 kilo of onion.
Yes.
Right?
Which is sad as well, but yes, I
It
know
is
what you're saying.
so. This was somebody had told me that, I mean, you will spend
Hmm.
like whatever 50,000 rupees on a mobile phone, but you are refusing to spend that 20 rupees on 30 rupees on the onion. I'm like, that can be true of so many things,
Hmm.
right? I mean, you're going to spend 50,000 rupees on a mobile phone, but you're not, willing to pay 2,000 rupees electricity bill. You're haggling with the government,
Hmm.
right? You are willing to spend this much on your mobile phone, but you're not paying your maid this much. You can argue it any which way, right? But the
Hmm.
truth is, they are not comparable. First of all, they are not comparable as objects.
Hmm.
Secondly, they are not comparable even in our heads.
Hmm.
Groceries, go into the kitchen, you cook. You can
Finish.
proudly Instagram the end product of that cooking,
Yeah, but
but not the produce itself.
hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And similarly, when you're going out, you'll wear very nice dresses. The brand
Hmm.
will start mattering. Right?
Yeah.
But in your home, you're wearing the same old torn T-shirt, which has been there for like 3 years now. It has been used even to wipe, you know, dust off the table. But you're still. Well, I'm saying men mostly,
Yeah.
but then it's so the visible versus invisible. The contrast
Hmm.
is so high. The
Hi.
pricing becomes a nightmare, right?
But don't you
That's
see
why
the rising trend of so many? I'm sorry, you finish your thought and I'll come. I'll speak after you.
that's where the brand and brand based sales and visibility say
Hmm.
based sales works really well for products
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
which have a social acceptance somewhere, or socially they will be visible, right?
But isn't that true that also it's like a it's like a your groceries. You're buying, you're always buying. Whereas this one-off thing is more like an investment. So the difference between the want and the need. When you need something, you're like, okay, there could be a substitute. But when you want something, then there is no price, right?
Not that is not the way to think about it, is what I would say. The reason is, I'll tell you why what the
Mm-hmm.
reason is, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can always say, hey, you know what, uh, it is just limited to high purchase products, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not true. I'll give you some examples. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about just about social for various reasons. See, people here buy whatever that 1.5 lakh rupee iPhone. There
Hmm.
are people standing in queue. I
Waiting to
personally
hmm.
know people who will pay extra money
Hmm.
to purchase the latest iPhone.
Hmm.
I know a bunch of, um, let's say, people. I'll not even reveal the gender or anything or the age group,
Hmm. Hmm.
who fly to Dubai every time a new phone is launched,
Just to get the phone.
just to get not just one, they'll get 3 4 phones,
Wow. Hmm.
and they'll come back,
Hmm.
right? And they're even willing to pay customs duty
On the phone. Okay.
on the phone and get it into India. I'm
Hmm.
like, it costs you more money, but that's not the point. It's I bought it first. I have the
Hmm.
latest phones, right? That's more
Hmm.
important.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now, the same set of people are unwilling to pay 99 rupees subscription for a app.
Hmm. That's true. Interesting. Hmm.
They refuse to pay 99 rupees for an app.
Hmm.
They, Now the iPhone users usually don't have an option, right?
Hmm.
So they have to buy from they can jailbreak their iPhone and they can do a bunch of things.
Hmm.
But in the Android sector, I know people who even buy the highest priced Android phones. It's usually tend to be Samsungs or Huawei's.
Hmm.
Huawei's
Hmm.
don't exist, Xiaomi's and others.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
they still will try to get the free APKs. APKs in the sense the software, cracked version or the free version, the pirated version of the software,
Hmm.
right? I know people who watch pirated movies on their iPhone. I'm like, Netflix costs 249 rupees.
Hmm.
Why don't you just take the subscription of Netflix? No, they will be sharing the friend's Netflix
Netflix
login,
password.
right?
True.
The same guy
Hmm.
who buys a 3 lakh rupee Royal Enfield bike, for example, or
Hmm.
4 lakh rupee, 1.5, 4 lakh, whatever that,
Hmm.
has the latest phones or
Hmm.
the latest gadget, puts the latest earphones, headphones, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Will
Hmm.
not pay 99 rupees or 110 rupees for a Spotify premium subscription.
That is interesting, and it is actually true. But why do you think is that? By
Visible
the way,
versus invisible.
more do this. Men do this more than women.
Typically, because they also waste a lot of time on these things, right? Women are more efficient. They go about their lives. They have a lot of other things to do. Like look at these busy
Huh.
ads with a lot
Yeah.
of details and figure out what the ad is about. Men just don't have the time to do those things. They waste their time in other things.
No, but
Yeah.
it's an interesting observation, and actually, just thinking about it, I think that's what people, especially when somebody who's making an ad or a content around this, it's a
Hmm.
very important piece of information to remember. Who am I targeting? What am I saying? Hmm.
So here is think about this way also, right? iPhone is visible.
Hmm.
It's a status symbol, right? I
Hmm.
went to Dubai, bought the iPhone. It's a status
Hmm.
symbol. I
Hmm.
have
Hmm.
something different than you all.
Hmm.
Therefore, I am socially up
Hmm.
or better,
Alpha
whatever.
male. Hmm.
No, not just male, by the way. Women too. A
Hmm. Hmm.
lot of
Hmm.
them. A lot of them, right?
Okay.
It's not having the latest show off piece is very
Yes,
important,
it's
like
very important. Social acceptance and validation.
accept
Yes.
social
Hmm.
status seeking,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Let's say a man buying a very expensive Harley Davidson bike, right?
Hmm.
It's a proof I'm different.
Yeah.
I'm cool,
Hmm.
right? Why are the big fat Indian weddings? Lakhs and lakhs and crores being spent, right?
But, yeah.
And the same person will be haggling with the vegetable vendor
Yeah.
because it's what is a wedding?
Hmm.
Wedding is not just a ceremony. Wedding is a family status,
Yeah.
family status symbol, right? I mean,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
my friends in US would faint. I mean, they were very aghast when I told them that a wedding will have anywhere between 1,000 to 5,000 people coming in.
Hmm.
They're like, "What are you crazy? How is that possible?" Because their weddings have like 100 people barely,
Yes.
right? So this number itself is unimaginable, and
Hmm.
they some of
Hmm.
them thought that I was just pulling their legs, and it
Hmm.
was not
Hmm.
true. And then I introduced them to some of these videos, and they said, "Oh, really?
Hmm.
It's expensive, but it's a social status seeking one thing."
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Right? So it has nothing to do with how good the product is, which
Hmm.
company is making it, etc. Or what matters is in the context of the society.
Hmm.
Is this product visible?
Yeah.
Is it going to give me certain boost or downgrade? Right?
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
the college kids wearing the uncool stuff. Right? You have to look cool, whatever that definition be
Yeah.
today, right?
Whatever that means. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So I mean, now Zara stores they have become less, but I know people, especially women, who would go to Zara every week to pick the latest stuff.
Yeah.
Spend 3,000, 4,000 on that cute looking skirt, right?
Hmm.
But it's the same person who will, share their boyfriend or their father's Netflix subscription, although they live in different
Hmm.
cities.
Different cities.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's not important. There's no visibility to that.
Yeah. It's
Not just
interesting.
visible, invisible. I mean,
Hmm.
and I got this idea from uh, a post by Varun. I forgot his Varun Agarwal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's again an interesting character I found. He started way back in 2010, 11. He's even written a book, How I Escaped Auntie, Some Auntie, and Built a Business or something.
Hmm.
He had built a business called Alma Mater, which was
Mm-hmm.
selling college merchandise, even foreign college merchandise in India, and they became very successful. His
Hmm.
book was converted into a movie and things like that. He's one of those people who's very clued into the Indian psyche as well as
Yeah.
D2C marketing
Mm-hmm.
in India.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But yeah, I mean, and these phenomena shows up again and again. Why did people spend 5 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh rupees on 3D TVs?
Hmm.
I mean, India was the
Interesting.
largest market
Mm-hmm.
for a
Then I
TV
have
which
a
has no
question.
shows.
I have a
Yeah.
question. So, for example, if a brand is launching a D2C grocery,
Hmm.
um, how should they build their go-to market then?
See,
What are the, okay, let me reframe this question. What are the five most important things that they should be aware of?
quite a few things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, purchase decisions are reputation driven mostly.
Yeah.
So I don't want to appear a fool in front of my friends.
Hmm.
अरे तूने इतने का लिया? This is available cheaper than
Hmm.
that.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But nobody will say that about the iPhone.
Yes. Is the
So
positioning?
not ever, not at all. Nothing to do with positioning. It's about the social psyche, and I call it the social psyche.
Hmm.
I don't want to appear foolish. I don't want to appear ignorant, dumb in front of my parents, peers, group, friends, parents,
Not
whatever it
with
is, right?
iPhone though, Anup. iPhone,
iPhone, that is
but
why
they
iPhone is a
positioned,
safe bet. It is a
huh,
safe bet.
they kind of positioned it like that, that if you're not
It
in
is
the
a status
circle,
symbol.
yeah, then you're a common person.
So I am notorious for carrying cheap phones. Me, in my circle, I'm notorious for carrying cheap phones
Hmm.
because I don't do much photography, videography, anything. So the
Hmm.
camera is not a very
Not a
important
thing
factor
for
for
you.
me.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And the second the camera goes out of the window,
Yeah, then there
out of
is,
the this
yeah,
thing, you can get phones which are very, very reasonably priced, but
price.
very good.
Hmm.
Like my budgets will be something like 10,000, 20,000 maximum. And
Mm-hmm.
people are, oh my God, you're using such a cheap phone. But me picking out the phone from my pocket and being trying to be cool doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter.
Firstly, secondly, if it's an Android phone, most of them are covered with that some cover, right? I mean,
Hmm.
because they drop and they break.
Yeah.
So unless and until you're using a phone which is visibly different, that is where the Apple logo comes into play, or the Samsung
Yeah.
Fold will come into play, because
Hmm.
it's a cool thing you take out in public and show. Other phones don't matter much.
Yeah. Agree.
And the reason I say that is it's not a status seeking game for me. For
Hmm.
those people who it is, those symbols matter a lot,
Yeah.
right? What you have asked about, is it positioning problem? Not really.
Hmm.
It is a problem of what if I pay for something that others are getting dirt cheap or for free.
Hmm. Yeah and
I
no,
was
because look, there are a lot of brands who have emerged, especially in groceries in D2C, and they are going for premium pricing. So, for example, their Shuddh ghee they will price it at 2200 to 2500 per kg, or honey with it like premium pricing,
okay.
or
Let
the
us ask this
spices as
question
well.
now. Let us
Hmm.
ask this question. It's a very good discussion that's happening. Let's ask this question. You say it's premium pricing.
Hmm.
Who buys that?
Hmm.
What is so different about this ghee? Something A1, A2, some type of labeling is
Yeah,
done, right? It
labeling
is
is
pseudo
done.
labeling, but it is done.
Hmm.
Organic, maybe
The word.
thumbed on
Hmm.
it,
Hmm.
or hand milked, or
Hmm.
some marketing brand is provided on that, right?
Hmm.
Because frankly, the ghee is used in the kitchen
Hmm.
or in the puja room, depending on where you are, right? But then
Hmm.
why will I pay 3x or 4x the price?
Price. Hmm. Um, okay, I'll tell you one thing. So, some of the people I know have a psychology that if it is cheap, it's not good, especially food. And they've become conscious enough to say that, okay, if it's a cheap kind of food, and I hear this, I've heard myself saying this to my son, and he said, He wanted some ice cream which was like 25 rupees. And I said, my God, if it's 25 rupees, it's not real ice cream. You can't have it.
Hmm.
You know,
So now those are the
hmm,
health conscious people, right? It's
huh.
a niche, it's a
It's very
subgroup.
niche.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you're talking about a subgroup of people who
Hmm.
read labels,
Hmm.
who
Hmm.
understand the difference between class 3 preservative, class 5 preservatives,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
who say everything should be organic and fresh and this thing,
Hmm.
right? It should not be in a packet.
Hmm.
Those are the health food
Socially
freaks.
conscious. No, but socially
They are the
conscious.
health food, natural food freaks. A very small subset of the ultra
Yeah.
rich.
I wouldn't say ultra rich. I'm not ultra rich. But
Doesn't matter. I mean, people who can
hmm.
afford it, let us
Afford.
say, I mean,
Hmm.
even from affordability perspective, there are budgets, right? I mean, every household has budgets. So they
Hmm.
have a higher, much higher budget on food,
Yeah.
for example, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to eat organic, vegetarian,
Hmm.
vegan,
Hmm.
Shuddha Deshi ghee, non untouched by human hands and whatnot, you can
Hmm.
have a
Hmm.
lot of other things,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm.
Pesticide free and this free, that free. It costs more money.
More money. That is true. Hmm.
Now, also, this is also being boastful sometimes. Oh, we only eat organic. In that strata where you, um, in your social circle,
Very
that is a
low.
status symbol.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Being healthy, eating healthy, or pretending to eat healthy is a status symbol.
No, but what does it
Irrespective
mean
of
for
whether
the
you finish
brand?
that 2000 rupee ghee bottle
Hmm.
in a day or 10 days, right?
Hmm.
But I had organic ghee. So,
Huh. No, but see, the brands are also, there's so many brands who have come up and who are positioning and who are doing really well and growing.
we
If you
cannot
put
we
this way.
cannot assume they are doing well. See, one thing, okay, Blinkit, Zepto, Instamart, all these quick
Hmm.
uh, grocery staple delivery app, right? They deliver in
Hmm.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever that. Now it's there's a competition there. Why do people buy from one store versus another store? And have you seen the complaints online? I have. I'll tell you, even on LinkedIn,
Hmm.
people take a screenshot of the bill
Hmm.
and then they circle the place where the convenience fee is added, 30 rupees convenience fee, surcharge for rain. And they're like, I'm being looted. Oh my God, how can they do that? How dare they charge me for convenience?
Yes.
Right? What is the psyche there? Remember, conversations when we were growing up was about, I got a discount on this.
Hmm.
कितने में लिया? अरे ज्यादा नहीं पड़ा, थोड़ा बात किए,
Hmm.
सस्ते में दे दिया. It's a thing, right? I mean,
Hmm.
I could get a discount on something which you could not get a discount on. Ha ha. You're an idiot who paid more. It could be
Huh.
2 rupees more, but it doesn't
Yeah,
matter. I,
but there is a, huh. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
I've seen people haggle and haggle and haggle for 2 rupees.
Hmm.
And the shopkeeper gets fed up. Le jao
You know,
bhai.
in the end, I think it just becomes a matter of ego. I mean, they have to get the two
Is
rupees,
it
and
ego? I
knowing,
mean, I know people, Delhi, for example, in these markets, it's a sport. They'll say 5,000, you'll say 50 rupees, and the child there is embarrassed. 50 rupees, how can you say that? He said, and then you'll haggle, haggle, haggle,
huh,
haggle, and get it for
yeah,
250 or 500 or something like that and go away. I mean, in fact, it is,
yeah, it's a sport.
um,
Yes, I agree. It's a
it's a sport, right? So,
um,
a few times when I was in Delhi and out with a few people and purchasing something, I'm just standing aside and there's a crowd of people haggling and shouting and screaming. I'm like standing apart, because that's not what we see here in Bangalore. Everybody is a
yeah.
little more respectful. They
Hmm.
wait their turn. They're not jumping in with the money in hand.
Hmm.
And my cousin sister, she's much younger than me. She's like, "Why are you standing here?" She also enters and gets the thing and comes back. I'm like, "Okay, this is a sport, right? Get the attention of that shopkeeper
Yeah.
sitting there and get your stuff and get up."
Hmm. Hmm.
And the same thing happened. I mean, go to this night market and the cloth market, and somebody says this is whatever 700 rupees, and
Hmm.
I look at this thing, and I like, okay, fine. And my relatives who are with me, they are aghast. Why didn't you say something? I'm like, what do you mean? What
I
should I
don't
say?
play sports.
I did not understand the context there, right? I'm much
Hmm.
younger.
Yeah.
And the next shop, they start haggling, right, for some
Yes.
sweater, and they're like, brutal. The guy says 700, 800, and these people are saying 100 rupees ka bhi nahi hai.
Yeah.
They're insulting the person. But that's a sport, and the shopkeeper expects it, and you don't do it. It's actually more insulting.
Yeah. If you come to think about it, and that is why the Indian markets and positioning for Indian products and the pricing, the right pricing, it's more complex than anywhere else in the world. Don't you agree?
No, it's much simpler than that. You can very quickly figure out,
Mm-hmm.
if your product will be commoditized, priced like a commodity, thought of like a commodity,
Mm-hmm.
or displayed in the front showcase.
Mm-hmm.
Very simple. If
Mm-hmm.
your product, after I buy it, and this is what I already said that, right? If this is a product I will display in the showcase, or carry it proudly in my pocket, or show to people,
Mm-hmm.
then that is a visible product.
Visible product. Hmm.
If it's a product, if I show to somebody and they ask कितने में लिया,
Hmm.
या वहां सस्ते में मिल जाता है, like you would have gotten cheaper there or there, you why didn't you ask for a discount?
Hmm.
If you are embarrassed to talk about the price,
Hmm.
if you're embarrassed to talk about the
Talk about price.
price,
Hmm.
then you are selling a product that is
Hmm.
uh, invisible,
Hmm.
socially invisible.
Socially invisible.
So
Interesting. Hmm.
if I buy t-shirts in bulk, for example, right, a lot of
Huh.
people do.
Huh.
You get those packets, 5 t-shirts, 6 t-shirt
Hmm.
packets.
Hmm.
If you buy them in bulk, then you are, and you of course you will not wear it outside.
Hmm.
I mean, even it's a homeware stuff, right? If you go out and somebody asks, oh, how much will you buy? Did you buy? You are not going to tell the person, oh, I bought it for 500 rupees in bulk, right? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're embarrassed. So it's an
Hmm.
invisible product.
Hmm.
Same time, you have a, I don't know, Nike logo or something, or a Gucci logo on it, and oh wow, Nike product. How much did it cost? 5,000 rupees. You're very proud to tell the
Proud
price,
to
right?
tell. Hmm.
Then it's a visible product. See, I told
Huh.
you the same category of product.
Yeah.
T-shirts. I think we can continue this discussion for the next
For the
episode
next
also.
episode as well. No, but it's very interesting. I mean, visible and invisible. And see, most of the time, even when we are purchasing, we really don't pay attention to these little details and facts. And yet we keep on doing everything. And I think it's let's definitely carry on this discussion. And what
Yeah.
does it mean for different brands, and especially the local homegrown D2C brands that we are seeing, you know, being launched every second day. All
I
right.
wear this I wear this hat because it's my marketing hat. Then I think differently, right?
Oh,
You should get a
yes.
hat.
I
Till
like
next
it.
time.
Yes,
Bye.
till next time. Bye. And that is it for this episode. I'm Nisha Prakash. You can find me at LinkedIn and my website nishaprakash.com.
And I'm Anup Kurup. You can find me at LinkedIn and my website, anupkurup.com. We will see you in the next exciting episode of Click, Brand and Launch.